in my league if I do decide to do a league. Japan's stats are horrible. Netherlands, man, they're a pretty good fucking looking team. Brazil's team was just nasty. Like the stats on Brazil's team was insane. Finland, I might have skipped over Finland. Do Nigeria. Dude, US is horrible. Tornadoes, there we go. That's the team I'm playing right there to make this shit easy. I'm playing Tornadoes. Max stats. Fuck all this nonsense. Brazil's got insane stats though. Cameroon, Finland. No Finland. The only F we have is France. Fucking Nigeria. Nigeria's stats are horrible. Well, hold on, I'm gonna go. There you got tournament. So it looks like Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, Group E, F. Alright, so now I'm assuming I'll play every single team once in the groups and then it'd go down. That's the team strategy, man. So I'm kind of curious how long that in the playoffs. Round of 16. So I think playoffs might be the best. Because in the playoffs, I'm in the top 16. So those are the options. League, which looks like it's going to be hella long. Then you got tournament, which is play the 3 people in your groups and move on to the next bracket. Yeah, that's what I figured. And then playoffs, just skip the group stage. Now we'll do playoffs. It's going to take forever, man. B, toggle control. What the fuck is that doing? Already. Hey, we're not even gonna bother with any of the other nonsense. I know, like, jack shit about soccer. Oh my god. No. Just no. We are not playing 75 fucking games of this. This is the Mortal Kombat version of FIFA soccer. Oh god, no. We're gonna do an exhibition. That's gonna be us beating the game. We're gonna go with the weakest team. Luxembourg looks pretty weak. So we're gonna do me as the Tornadoes up against weak-ass Luxembourg. That seems fair to me. I'm not doing a fucking league or this game. Oh my goodness, dude. Like, sports, you know, completing a sports game is already, like, awkward enough because you have to set, you know, a weird goal. And on top of setting a weird goal, you also have to, you know, you have to actually complete that goal, which is usually just playing a shit ton of fucking that sport. And this is just so laggy. It's just so bad. Like, it's very low FPS. God damn it. I'm pretty sure, like, EBC, John Carl's, I know they've played some. I think Mo might have. Because, like, EBC's, his actually forces him to play, or John Carl's actually forces himself to play a sports game every, like, so many games. So he doesn't get down to, like, the, you know, ton of sports games. so he doesn't get down on the list. And it's just like a shit ton of sports games. So you'd have to ask them. I don't think I've ever played a GB sports game before. Where in the fuck are you kicking that ball out there, Ace? He just walked it out with a dipshit. I can imagine baseball games being pretty good. So that was, like I said, that's when I did the GBA Conquest. Like, one of the horrible things I did was a baseball game. So I'm trying to figure out what B does, because A seems to be pass. If you barely tap it, it kind of dribbles. Oh, B's speed. Okay. Is it? Oh, are you shitting me? Am I seeing this right? Like, B's also like slide tackle. Nope, B just kicked the ball. But I've been hitting B for fucking ever and it hasn't kicked the ball. I have no idea, this game. Get to it, baby. Get to it. Ah! Right into the goalie's hands. Come on, fucker. Kick it. I dare you. Kick it. I don't know. I've hit B like a shit ton of times near the goal and whatnot, and just nothing happens. It might be because it looks like it's heading in that general direction towards the net, but like it's, I don't know. I figured it would be, but I've been like sitting there hitting it. B definitely seems to be a speed boost too. Yeah, B's shoot, because that's definitely going straight towards the goal. Alright, that one's not. Yeah, I mean, absolutely so. I mean, if it actually has like a way to actually beat the game, because there are some sports games. Like one of my favorite games growing up was actually a sports game. It was a soccer game for the Nintendo, and like, you pick the team, and like you just, it actually had a fucking end. Like, did he seriously play 40 hours of Bases Loaded? That fucking maniac. Yeah, B's definitely boost. I'm sitting there fucking mashing B and accidentally kicking the ball. One of those, the Nintendo being NES. What do you mean? The Nintendo is the NES. Like, who fucking sits there and calls the, like, Super Nintendo the Nintendo? No, damn it. The Nintendo's a Nintendo 64. Oh, I fucking scored on accident! I mean, on purpose. Oh, right into him. I should have got closer to the net. It's weird because, like, the best way I'm finding to do this, hit A, and then after you hit A, you'll kind of kick the ball a little bit in front of you, and then, like, because I think A is pass, and then you can actually, like, switch to another guy, or you can just hurry up and hit B, and kind of, like, get up to the ball, and then hit A again, so you kind of, like, because B is speed boost. If you just mash B, it's speed boost. So hit A, kick the ball just a little bit in front of you, then hit B to like speed up to the ball and catch it. It's kind of challenging to do, actually. Why would you kick it right to him, dude? What's the matter with you? This game. And this is probably like my most hated sport out there too, so I really wouldn't want to play a whole lot of soccer. Like, I don't understand how people can watch soccer. Get to it, get to it, get to it, get to it. Don't let the goalie get to it, fucker. Go, 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 go. Ah. Like, I'm not a huge sports fan to begin with, but like soccer is so fucking boring. So why did TMR play so many hours of bases loaded? Was there actually a way to complete the game, or did he just really enjoy playing bases loaded? What? He grabbed it from that? That was one hell of a fucking grab. Excuse you. And it's like a really basic, like I think I have like rules off though, and that's like how it's auto set, so I'm like, I'm keeping it. I'm not turning the rules on. I hate playing fucking sports games with rules on. Boring. Win the World Series. Oh my god. Dude, what a monster. You know, it's really surprising that he actually decided to do that. I mean, that's what I would classify as beating a sports game as well, but I mean, the problem is, one, I could argue against that. I mean, not easily, but I think that's honestly probably the closest thing to beating a sports game. But God, who wants to sit there and play that fucking much of a sports game? Dude, fuck off. No, I didn't mean to kick it. I didn't mean to kick it again, and I scored. When I do mean to kick it, I can't score. When I accidentally kick it because I'm trying to dribble, I just fucking put it right in the net. I love it. Right there. It's halftime. 4 minutes. Because I went, like I said, I went with the shit that was default set. It was set as 4 minutes. No penalties. Oh, you bastard. Oh, really? Seriously, Blue? Or, I just called you Blue. Seriously, PPL, that picture? There's no such thing as a Nintendo. Yep, I knew it. If you just shoot from that angle, it seems to go in. So, in that spot. The problem with like a lot of sports games too is like you usually find like a pretty easy way to just kind of screw the system. Like I said, I'm noticing right now if you just shoot from like this angle, it seems to go in every single time. Because now that I know that, that's how like every single game would be. Just me rushing to that spot and shooting. And like when I played a few baseball, like I played a baseball game or two for the Game Boy Advance, and it was like pitching, you could notice like you could notice things with the pitching. Like if you pitch like a certain way, you pretty much just constantly strike people out. He was playing the game from bed. The speed boost on this game is just weird though. Like, seriously, mashing B is how you go faster. And since I'm constantly mashing B, I'm outrunning all these guys. He's actually, that's awesome. He's just laying down playing it. Win 80 games. 35 hours, dude. That's just... That's ridiculous. You know, honestly, probably the thing that impressed me the most when I was reading about how he beat every NES game. Like, I was there when he did it. It was a huge deal. It was awesome. But I read a, I think, Kotaku article or whatever about it. And it was cool as shit. Apparently, he actually learned how to play the fucking piano for one of the games. I was like, dude, that's fucking... That's impressive shit right there. Learning how to play the fucking piano for a Nintendo game. I'm sorry, PPL. A Nintendo Entertainment System game. Better? We're not over the ball. Miracle Piano Teaching System, yeah. I read about that. I was like, dude, that's fucking... Like, that's next level fucking dedication right there. And, you know, that's what's really amazing, too, is the fact that, like, imagine how much shorter his time would be if he didn't play the sports games as long as he did, and if he didn't do, like, the piano thing. It took him a while. I remember showing pictures in the article throughout, and I was like, dude, it took him a while. And it was funny too, because in the article it mentioned the fact that he actually had to, like, you know, go out and get that shit. Like, he had to buy it and whatnot. Like, so, like, probably got... I think it actually might have said it got, like, donated by somebody or something. That was one thing that was really cool, though. Was, like, I think he has, like, the entire Nintendo library now, and I don't think he bought, like, any of it. I think it was, like, all donated. Or, like, most of it was. I mean, he was already a pretty decently popular streamer to begin with, and then he just gained a ton of popularity while doing the, NES Mania. He's still missing 5 or 6? Oh, okay. I wonder if they're like super, like rare games that are like just stupidly expensive. Goal! See, even from that far away, I still got a goal. If you just shoot from that angle, man. That was B. Farrell or whatever again. Like, I have to give it to this game. When I first loaded it up, it was pretty, meh. Like it was, like, super, like, slow and laggy. But it's not too bad. There's, like, one that's, like, 10K. Ugh. So I know there's some Nintendo games out there that are just ridiculously expensive because they're like all pretty much collector's items and whatnot now. He just stood there like a dipshit. Patting the stats over here. I said that's what's weird though. Like games like Zoop. Like, I mean, how do you actually classify beating that game? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, like, with this, like, I don't know. This is a little bit easier to classify than Zoop, but at the same time, I'd rather just play, like, a few matches, or a match or two of this, and then be like, oh, I'm done here. Instead of spending, like, 40 fucking hours. Appeal of collecting games. Yeah, I mean, well, I think a lot of people collect them simply because they are worth so much damn money. If they're worth that much money now, think about how much money they're going to be worth 10 years from now, or 20 years from now. That's like Beanie Babies. Everybody was collecting Beanie Babies fucking years ago because everybody thought they were going to be worth a bunch of money for some reason. Why in the fuck did people think Beanie Babies were going to be worth money eventually? Like, whose fucking bright idea was that? Like, that, honestly, that sounds like just brilliant fucking advertisement or whatever from the people who made Beanie Babies. Like, how in the hell do you sell your product that well when people are actually thinking it's going to be worth a bunch of money later on? And that picture of, like, the court case where the, this wife and husband are getting a divorce, and they're sitting there fucking, like, dividing their Beanie Babies up between each other. Like, you see, like, just a bunch of Beanie Babies out on the floor. Oh, it's almost over, because I'm only playing this one match. And right now I'm just racking up the fucking points because I'm an asshole. No, I have no problem with Beanie Babies. You know, like, I have nothing against Beanie Babies or anything like that. Just, like, it's amazing to me that people were like, you know what? We need to spend a fortune on Beanie Babies because years from now, they're going to be worth a ton of money. Like, nobody sat there and went like, but why? Nobody questioned that Beanie Babies were going to be worth a lot of money. Everybody was just like, oh, dude, they're going to be worth money. See, if you shoot from that angle every single time it goes in, like, no matter how far away you are, it just goes in. You gotta love old sports games, man. They're so easy to abuse, like how they work. And this is another reason why I could never picture doing, like, 30 hours of a sports game. Because look at this. Like, seriously, how I would play this is I'd get, like, 5 goals by doing this method of just rushing straight to this spot shooting, and then I'd go AFK. Like, you wouldn't see me playing. Like, I'd constantly check back and be like, okay, what's the score? Oh, I'm still winning? Okay. Like, that's how I'd play this entire game. And, like, who wants to watch that? I mean, granted, nobody wants to watch this, but I'm just saying, like, what's the point of playing a game when, like, it's so easy to, like, manipulate the behavior and whatnot and get goals and shit? I say that, but yet I'm sitting here constantly fucking shooting goals. I can't help myself. Also, like, Beanie Babies were actually super valuable for him. Yeah, they were. And then, like, people, you know, stopped being idiots and they realized what it was actually worth and they sold. Okay, where I live, one of the best places to work when I was still in high school was a basket making factory. I know that sounds just completely idiotic. Look at that! Look at this! Look at this! See, he missed it from that far away. From that far away, he missed it, but I didn't have any speed on the ball, so it died out right in front of the net. This shot goes in 100% of the time. Anyway, where I live, one of the best places to work was a basket making factory. A fucking basket making factory. Like, they're baskets, but they sold for a fortune. So, I mean, I don't know. We might come back to this some point. I doubt it. But if I'm ever feeling like, man, I just didn't really complete that game, I'll come back to it. But such a waste of time. And that's the bad thing, like I said, seriously, that's how I play that game, since I know how to get guaranteed goals. It would just be me doing the same thing, get a guaranteed goal, and then just AFKing. You know, I gotta say, like, PPL and some girl, I appreciate you guys being in here so much. I really do. I think it's crazy that you guys are in here as much as you are. I don't know if you're just enjoying the stream that much or if you really have nothing better to do, but I appreciate it so much. Makes it a lot easier and a lot more entertaining for me to have somebody to talk to and whatnot, so it's easier to get through this stuff.